before we start this,
I can plug it in
I just
right
want to
here.
say,
Hold on.
with my off period I've had, I've had like a week off. I don't think I've been on here.
What?
This. I don't think I've been on here since last week. The views have dropped drastically. I think I'm a fan favorite.
Yeah, afraid not, babe. The first video I did with my dad has more than me and your first video that we did together, and that was the most. So, yeah, no, you're...
No. I said within my week off. The one with your dad, and then you've done the one yesterday with I don't know when it was, but just you. That one really dropped.
I think we're shadow banned. I've come to I started looking some shit up because
shadow banned
because of the views on that, and I honestly think we're shadow banned. Yeah, because that's not like even every other one that I've done by myself gets a little bit less because
I'm not in it.
Well, no, not necessarily because you can't say that because everyone that my dad's done's got more views than you, bro.
We need to fact check this. Let me just fact check this real quick.
Look it up. The first one that my dad did with me has more videos than the.
First of all, let's see how the Pacers are doing here.
Fuck the Pacers, bro. What are you talking about? You can't even name 3 players on the Pacers.
Manute Ball.
You can't spell Manute. What are you talking about?
Because he's African. I'm not supposed to be able to spell it.
You're betting on people you don't even know, bro.
Oh, dude, come on now. 4 more views? You're kidding.
I'm just saying, bro. That video's been out a month longer, and he's already cooking. That bitch ain't even been out 2 weeks.
No, I definitely got more views, though. Like, as a whole. I've got...
Did you think I was lying? Are you saying you have more views as a whole?
Yeah. I mean, Nick's only been in 2 videos.
That's like saying...
I'm just saying, no, it ain't. I don't care what it's like saying. I'm just saying.
That's like saying, what was we talking about the other day? What y'all's number one receiver? Texas, Isaiah Bonds. That's like saying, Isaiah Bonds is doing better because he's had more passes thrown to him. But fucking Dante Thornton's only got, 20 less yards than him when fucking 20 less fucking throws.
You know what I said to that?
Him. Your stats doesn't
tell him learn how to catch a ball.
Sense. Your stats
learn how to catch a ball.
No, he don't get it thrown to him as much as Isaiah Bonds, and he's only 20.
I think he does. I think he catches less.
The ball's thrown to him and only has 20 less yards. Come on now, what are we talking?
What
are we talking about, brethren?
Receptions. That's not my fault.
What are we talking about, bro?
I mean,
blah 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 blah.
We counted drops here.
Blah blah blah. Go Tigers.
Yep, that's where we're at.
Type shit. What we got going into week 10? Not preview and prediction. Going into week 10 in the booth.
Pacers are still down by
SEC 2. Power Rankings. Me and Trent. Trent on every Monday for the Power Rankings. We got Nick Booth on every Thursday for the.
So he's got every Thursday now.
He's had every Thursday for the last month.
He's had 2 Thursdays, man.
He's had 3.
He's had 2.
He's had 3. He's fixing the 4th. It's just a schedule, bro. It's falling into the.
I mean, I'm really itching in this thing right now.
And you got eczema or what?
I don't know. I usually don't itch in this thing. It's like, I got ants in here with me.
You nasty, boy. What are you doing?
Number 16.
Nasty.
My hat's not nasty.
Going into week 10,
it's
SEC
awesome.
Power Rankings. You already know. Me and Trent back with it.
Your hat's got boogers on it.
We're gonna get controversial. You already know. We're gonna get a little wild here. He's not gonna like what I have to say. I'm not gonna like what he has to say.
No, because I keep it real. You keep it.
You don't always keep it
real.
Goofy. You don't always keep it real. Come on now.
There's been like 2 times on this whole show.
Get in here. You're fucking.
I'm in here.
You're not even. Your whole body ain't even showed. Scoot your mic over here. Come on now.
Just because
you're up close and personal.
You're twice the size of me. Don't mean I'm not in here, buddy.
I appreciate that.
No.
I appreciate that. Much obliged. Much obliged there, bird chest.
That's them.
Much obliged there, bird chest. Much obliged. All right, we're going.
That's some carbs, buddy.
SEC.
Gotta watch them carbs.
Protein. SEC
carbs.
SEC power rankings. Going into this shit's going by too fast.
Man, you say that shit every week.
I know, man, but I just love this shit, bro. Like we're gonna be back in the summer, and no football's gonna be going on, and we're just cooked, bro. Like we're gonna have to watch. What do you want? You want to watch USFL? Cause I don't. That shit's trash.
We'll have UFC every once in a while. We'll have
every other Saturday, dude. Like we're cooked. SEC Power Rankings in the booth with Mr. Booth and Trent. Here we go. Trent, I'm going to let you start us off. What is your number 16 here?
I've got Oklahoma. No, I got Mississippi State.
Mississippi State. My number 16 too. I
consider my last week's list very close to perfect. You know, it's what's it called? Different people have different opinions, but like I only swapped
Are you saying
out
your
two
list
teams.
is? Are you saying your list is perfect from what happened after your list?
Yeah, basically.
You can't say.
But like I only swapped two teams.
That don't make no sense, bro. That don't make no sense. You're updating your teams from the week prior just because of your.
No, because I was like, well, this team can't beat this team, and this team can't beat. You know how I ranked them how I explained it last week.
All right. Well, let me give a little. Let me give a little update. I know you don't like talking a lot about 16 through 10, so I'll do the talking for us. All right, 16 through 10. I don't know if you know this shit or not. This is insane. Looked this shit up this morning before I wrote down my list. Listen to this. This is nuts. Mississippi State let Arkansas put up 600 yards of offense against them.
That's it.
I mean,
you know, I heard a pretty crazy stat the other day, but I can't remember what team or what anything. I just remember being like, wow, that's a crazy stat, but I can't remember nothing about it.
That's a lot, bro. Their offense has stepped up because their offense has started putting points on the board, right? Because they put up, 31 against A&M last week or week prior?
Bro, they put
They did the same against Georgia.
Yeah.
Like they put the same number up. Yeah, that was my fault. Their defense has to step up. I mean, Mike Leach, bro. Mike Leach.
I forgot about Mike Leach.
It seems like all of Mississippi State has because, Jesus Christ, 600 yards is insane. At my 15, I've got Kentucky.
Pacers are up.
Oh, my God. We've got a couple of parlays going on some basketball. We know nothing about basketball, so we're probably cooked. But at my 15, I've got Kentucky. They beat Ole Miss a few weeks ago, and ever since then, it's been just all downhill. Seems like they're in give-up mode, in my opinion. I don't know what they're doing. You beat a team like Ole Miss and then continue to lose ball games. It's really wild. You just lost to Auburn, and Auburn had one. Like that was Auburn's first SEC win this year. What are we doing?
They only want to compete against like actual good teams or all right teams.
If they would compete the same like they competed against Georgia, they'd have a way better record. They'd probably be ranked right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever. I got Auburn at 15.
You put Auburn above Kentucky? I've
got Auburn at 15.
Who was your 16? Mississippi State? So you put Auburn below Kentucky when Auburn just beat Kentucky.
Man, listen.
That's interesting.
They got lucky.
They beat them by like 2 touchdowns. They controlled the whole game.
No, seriously, I don't really care. Like, it does not matter. Like, you can cry, fuss. I mean, I'm sure these Auburn fans, well, I don't know if we've got any Auburn fans watching this. Like, if they are, they're probably like, either way. What are you going to be?
We do indeed have some Auburn fans watching us. I had one.
Are you going to smile if I put them one singular placement above Kentucky?
They might, because they just beat Kentucky. It might
no,
make their
it don't
year.
Matter. You're all trash. You're all equally garbage. You're all equally worth nothing to me.
10 to 16. That's your opinion. They're all equally trash. 10 to 16.
They're all equally
Trent says he ain't got nothing to say about 10 to 16. All right. So your 15 is what?
Auburn. 15's Auburn.
All right, my 14 is Auburn.
My 14's Kentucky. So off there.
Went to Lexington, got their first SEC win. Good for Auburn. Seems like they got a late start. Kind of too late to start, but better late than never, I guess. You know, a lot of those games that they've played come down to not being able to finish in the fourth quarter. And they did it this time. They beat Kentucky in Lexington. I don't know that Kentucky's won a ball game in Lexington this year. I think all their wins have been road wins. They might have won one at home, but that's
what that means.
Wild stat.
Road win coming up this weekend. Go Wildcats.
Afraid not, babe. Who'd you say your 14 was?
No, I just got to say that because y'all really thought we was going to lose to Vandy. You know, I will say. Well, my 14's Kentucky. But, like, you know, you can tell. Anybody who, like, doesn't know us outside.
Let's not talk Texas Vandy yet. Let's wait till we get to the ranking.
This ain't Texas Vandy. This is you, your brother, and your daddy. Listen, anybody who don't know us outside of this, they can definitely tell y'all are related because y'all have all the same exact y'all just think and process things all the exact same.
So if everybody thinks the same except you.
No, y'all three specifically.
It's not just us three.
Trevor
it's more
Booth,
than just us.
Nick Booth, and Train Booth all specifically.
What about everybody in the comments that say the same thing that we're saying? You know what I mean?
Like, they also look like idiots for saying Vanderbilt's going to be Texas.
You're saying that we're all idiots, but I mean, there's a common denominator there.
Actually,
bro.
I didn't say I was all idiots. You
used the word idiot
just now because you pulled it out of me. But originally, I just said y'all use the same thought system.
That is what it is. I mean, a correct one. We're trying to get you to jump on board, brother.
Well, we've got 2 games y'all already messed up on, which is y'all thought y'all were going to beat Arkansas, and y'all thought we were going to lose to Vandy. So, I mean, I kind of like
No, sir. Don't say that because it's on YouTube. I took Vandy in the points, which hit by 1,000,000.
Vandy was in person, you told me we was going to lose.
I said it would be funny if you lost. I never said you was going to lose.
All right, who you got at 13, man?
At 13, I've got Oklahoma.
Hey, me too.
Kept it pretty close against Ole Miss, but with all the injuries, they just didn't have the depth to keep up with that explosive offense that Ole Miss is running. Another loss on Oklahoma's board.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
That's one of the 2 teams that joined the conference that I just don't think was ready for it. You know,
I had no earthly idea that Kentucky played Auburn this weekend.
Yeah, of course you did. That's why you had them above them. So our 13 was the same?
Yeah.
Both at Oklahoma. Yeah. At 12, I've got South Carolina. Defense still looks really, really good. They're forcing turnovers left and right, but their offense hasn't done enough on their side of the ball to win big games, and that's killing them. South Carolina could be a ranked team in the polls right now if their offense kept up with their defense. But that's killed them in big games. And that's keeping them out of the top 10 in my personal rankings.
12, I've got the Gators.
The Gators.
Yeah.
10-4.
They all suck. Everybody sucks.
At my 11, I've got the Gators. They're on a bye this week. They're playing very confidently, though. I'm not, I'm usually the Gator hater. Everybody knows me as the Gator hater. All my Gator fans that are friends of me. I've got a bunch of friends that are Gator fans, and they're on me all the time about how much hell I give them. I'm telling you right now, Georgia, you better not be asleep in that cocktail party next weekend. Florida is playing very confident ball. They had a bye in the last four weeks. They've had a bye, beat the hell out of Kentucky, beat the hell out of Mississippi State, played Tennessee into overtime in Neyland. If Carson Beck comes out there, I'm not saying Florida's going to win that game or not. We're going to do a prediction video, Thursday, me and Dad. Not saying that Florida's going to win, but Georgia better not be asleep that game because Florida's been playing very confident ball. Very, very confident ball. I'd say you put that game, I don't like to say it because I'm a Gator hater, but you put that game in a neutral site this year or in Gainesville against Tennessee, Florida probably wins it. I mean, Florida has really stepped. DJ Lagway, he's got a bunch of offensive explosive weapons, and he's got a bunch of offensive explosive weapons, and they're doing the damn thing.
What are you stuttering for?
I'm trying to talk, and you keep pressing buttons. I don't know.
My number 11, I've got Missouri.
Mizzou.
Actually, I will talk about this one because they suck, and everybody thought it was going to be good. And I don't know if you've seen it, but I thought it was.
That we agree on that because me and you don't agree on a lot, but goddamn, we can agree on Missouri.
Listen, I thought it was actually pretty funny because everybody talking about Alabama's new head coach. He ain't like Saban, and I mean obviously he ain't, but I saw him do something this weekend. It was pretty cool.
So I didn't get to watch the game.
Okay, no, I didn't either, but I just saw this clip. It was right towards the end of the game. And Missouri was down on their maybe, they was in the red zone, 5-yard line, whatever. And Alabama, they had their second string because they was up 34-0. They took out their second string and put their first string in to make sure Missouri didn't score.
I love it.
And they shut them out.
I love it. That's a Nick Saban move right there. Nick Saban will do some shit like that, too.
Yeah, he was really happy when Missouri didn't score. I think it was fourth down. I just seen a clip of it, and I thought it was
I hate their head coach, and so I'm glad they got shut out. My 10, I've got Missouri. Brady Cook is done, and so is Missouri. Any big game they play in, they lose by a landslide. They've played 2 big games so far this year, A&M and Alabama, and they've just got absolutely dog-digged both those games. And they're mediocre games, trailing Boston College going into halftime, having to beat Vanderbilt. Okay, let me finish my sentence. Trailing Vanderbilt, or not trailing Vanderbilt, having to go into overtime with Vandy, beating them in double overtime. Let's not play the Cinderella story. Vandy was the Cinderella story in college football for 2 weeks after they beat Alabama. They're soft as fuck. They're still Vandy. They're not good. I mean, let's not play like Vandy's a good fucking team.
No, they're not good at all. They suck.
Yeah, no.
That's why we beat them.
Yeah, let's not play like they're a good fucking team or anything, If you're having to go in overtime to beat Vandy, you're not a good program, I mean, Vandy and Alabama play every year. They're both in the SEC. Eventually, one team is going to beat the other. If you play 100 games, at least one time, the underdog's going to win, right? So, I mean, this was the one time. They switched coaches this year, going from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer. Vandy beat them. Vandy seen a weak point, took advantage, and beat them.
How many times have they beat y'all in the last 99 years?
Not many. I couldn't tell you to be exact.
Hopefully there's another one this year. That'd be awesome.
That'd
be great for their program.
Not with Josh Heupel there as head coach.
That'd be great, though. It's at Vandy, ain't it? Y'all might be cool.
Nick Saban said it himself, babe. Only easy place to play in the SEC. I mean, we're going to checkered Vandy, bro. That's what we do whenever we go to Vandy. I mean, that's a home game for us. It's different whenever Texas or Georgia or Alabama comes to Vanderbilt. Tennessee's going checkered.
I hope they beat y'all. Not as in like the talking crap. Like it'd just be like cool for them beating Alabama and Tennessee.
They had a better chance of beating y'all in Alabama than they did us. I promise you.
I don't know,
but
I think they have a pretty good chance.
Anyways, back to Missouri. I think those 2 losses have completely put them out of the playoffs. They've got a tough few slate of games coming up, and I don't think they're a playoff team. Any good team they play against, they lose. Bad, real bad. I mean, the 2 good teams they've played, they've lost super bad. A&M and Bama. At mine, did you say you're 10?
No, my 10's Arkansas.
So my 9 is Arkansas. They played better than 10th, or they played better than 9th, but we've seen a lot of inconsistency in them. We'll see where they end up in the rest of the season. But
Arkansas,
like they play super good one week, and then they're just very inconsistent team this year. So I've got them at 9. Had to put them above Mizzou. It's kind of like obvious in my opinion, but got them at 9.
9. I've got South Carolina. I think they're better than Arkansas. I think they're better than Missouri.
Her defense is fucking good, bro. South Carolina's got a damn good defense.
Yeah.
At my 8, I've got Vandy. Played Texas to the wire. They don't look bad at all, really. I think they exposed Texas. I think Texas really just wasn't ready for the SEC. It's kind of like the Oklahoma thing. Any big game that Texas or Oklahoma plays, if they do win, they don't win by a lot. Especially like big games they lose. Like you've seen Texas lose. Carson Beck threw 3 interceptions in that Texas Georgia game in Austin at night. Threw 3 interceptions, still beat them by double-digit points. And then Texas goes to Vanderbilt. Like I said, Vanderbilt, Cinderella story, and just beat them by a field goal. Vandy's just exposing the newcomers, but they did not have enough to win the thing. So I didn't move them too far back. I think I had them 6 or 7 last week. I've got them 8 this week. And that's my 8. Who's your 8, brother?
My 8's Ole Miss. I think they got exposed way earlier.
Ole Mississippi.
And I don't think they're nowhere near as good as Well, I mean, everybody knows they're not as good as everybody thought they was in the beginning of the year, but
I think everybody thought they was going to improve a lot on defense, and they just have not.
They've just like slacked off. They can't finish games.
Kind of like South Carolina. Like, it's two different sides of the ball. Like, Ole Miss is missing what South Carolina has defensively, and South Carolina is missing what Ole Miss has offensively.
Number 7.
Number 7, I've got Ole Miss. Beat OU this weekend. Still a dangerous team. Really good offense, but their 2 losses is keeping them out of my top 5. They went out. They could make the playoffs, but Georgia's still on that schedule, so I don't know. It's in Ole Miss, but we'll just have to see.
What? 7. I got Alabama.
What's his name? Forrest Gump.
They lost to Vandy. Everybody knows that. They lost to Tennessee, and they had a really close game in South Carolina. And for those 3, I wouldn't say mediocre because Tennessee's kind of all right. They're a little bit on the higher end. But for those 3 teams to
what are you laughing for?
Because for them to play like that against those 3 teams, I think they shouldn't be higher than. I definitely don't think they should be in the top 5, but I think 7 is a good spot for them.
For Bama?
Yeah.
Okay. My 6, I've got LSU. You know, I had them in my top 2, but now they have a in-conference and out-of-conference loss. And that game was close in the first half, and then A&M just completely dominated. I mean, I called it for a week straight, and everybody was calling me out saying, oh, you took the spread on the channel, but you had A&M in real life. Yeah, I did, and I was right. I'm not wrong a lot in this shit. That's why a lot of people have paid me throughout this season. So with an in-conference and out-of-conference loss, I dropped LSU to 6th.
6th, I've got Vandy. So I think there's 2.
I don't think it's a bad spot.
No,
it might be a little high, but
that's what I mean. I think there's 2 different sides of this. I think there's the, like you're saying, Cinderella story, and then I think there's the, like, this is a kind of all right team this year. I think their quarterback is actually really good. And I think
the first time he plays an O-line, though, he's going to get, or not an O-line. I think the first time he plays a decent D-line, he might get taken out of the game because he ain't played one yet. He's played Texas D-line.
And Alabama's D-line.
Hold on. I'm not just dogging y'all. Now, give me a second. We know that y'all's D-line ain't all that. You've said it yourself. Y'all's run defense isn't great, and that's where run defense starts, is your D-line. Alabama's D-line has had questions all year. We all know that. So, I don't know. I think he plays a good D-line. He might be in trouble.
I think this is what I think, and you know,
Missouri,
just like
come on now.
Everybody else on this, dude. The Missouri is just like the Georgia State. I think that was like a fluke. They didn't know what was going on. I think once they got a hold of like what was happening and the games they had, Alabama, Texas, I think they definitely played way better ball. But I just personally I haven't seen enough to say they're a Cinderella story and they're frauds. So I got them at 6.
They're definitely fraud, brother. Soft. They're the worst.
I don't know.
They're the worst team in the SC in and out. They just, like I said, you play one team 100 times, you're going to win eventually. And they've been playing Alabama like a shit.
Yeah, well,
they finally beat them.
This same argument is, once every 100 years you're going to have a good team. Okay, I think they might have a good team. There's 2 different sides. This we don't really know yet. We don't. I mean, we do kinda.
You can have a shit
we've seen
team
them play. We've seen them put up almost double what.
That's not true. That's not true because we've seen shit teams beat top 5 like Purdue. Purdue has the most, can go 3-9 the whole season, and one of their 3 wins is against a top 5 opponent. They've got the most top 5 wins in the AP poll in college football history, and they've also lost 9 games in that same season. So like that's not a true statement.
So exactly, can a team do it consistently? Not back to back, but
Vandy can't. Vandy's not a good team.
Okay, they didn't beat us, but they held their own with a top 5 team.
That's because y'all Y'all ain't played enough SEC ball yet. Y'all scheduled all your FCS teams very first. Y'all had 4 FCS teams first.
You're just jumping to conclusions. You ain't seen enough yet. You ain't seen enough.
I'm not jumping to conclusions.
I think when we beat Arkansas, do what y'all couldn't, and we beat Florida by more than 7 points, and also do what y'all couldn't.
More than 7 points.
Yeah, y'all only beat them by 7.
That's a rivalry game.
No. Well, y'all lost Arkansas, and y'all also beat Florida by 7. So once we do both of those,
we won 11 games 2 years ago and only beat Florida by 5.
Every time with this bullshit,
and you got blown out
this
by
fairy tale bullshit. You want to talk
about
some Cinderella? Some Cinderella. Y'all was some Cinderella.
No, you're sitting here talking about us. I mean, we only beat Florida by 5 points here. We won 11 games. Whenever you go beat by Oklahoma, like in a neutral site. Like, I mean, come on now.
What?
What do you mean what?
I didn't hear. I don't know what you
said. We only beat Florida by 5 points the year that we won 11 games. That game's always tight. Like, you can't use that game as an example at all. We only beat Florida by 5 points, won 11 games that year. The same year y'all lost to Oklahoma in a neutral site.
I feel like this is like, what does us losing to Oklahoma in a neutral site have to do with y'all playing, y'all being garbage?
You're using a 7-point game against Florida.
Because they are a way worse team. For the team y'all are supposed to be, y'all should beat them by more than 7.
We'll never beat them more. I don't know that we'll ever beat them more than 7.
That's an issue. Y'all might be the worst in the SEC. Y'all might be the frauds in the SEC.
We fuck around, win the national title this year, and you say, well, they only beat Florida by 7. Well, who would be surprised? A real Tennessee fan wouldn't, because they know how that rivalry is. I've told you this 100 times, bro.
I'm just saying. I feel like
that game's went down the wire so many times.
You know, y'all can't beat Arkansas.
You think we're frauds? I know y'all are frauds.
How?
Because you beat Vandy by 3. You fucking went into halftime with fucking Mississippi State, beating them by 6 points. You lost to Georgia by double-digit points with their quarterback throwing fucking 3 interceptions. Didn't have a passing touchdown. Won that game. That's how I know y'all are frauds. What are we talking about right now?
We beat Mississippi State by 20 points. Florida, Georgia is the number 2 team in the world, and they prove that all the time. They're going to prove that against y'all.
You ain't going to tell me nothing. Y'all weren't
ready. And Vandy is a better team than Florida.
Afraid not.
Holy moly.
You seen what Florida's done the last 4 weeks? I said it earlier.
See, this is
played a top 5 SEC team to the wire. Fucking had to go into overtime to beat them at their stadium. The other 2 SEC teams they played, they fucking dog walked them, and they had a bye week. What are we talking about right now? We're talking about a Florida team that is fucking well put together right now. They might fuck around and beat y'all. Florida might fuck around and beat y'all.
Dude, every time y'all play a bad game, you give the team y'all played so much credit.
No.
Like, oh, yeah, they're playing good.
Not at all. Not at all.
No, every single time. Go back and watch every single video.
Thank God that we don't lose to a bunch of teams that I don't have to give a lot of bad teams credit.
I didn't say lose. I said every time y'all play bad. Y'all play bad.
When do we play bad? How do you play bad and win? What are we talking about?
How do we play bad and win? I don't know, because we beat Vandy. So I don't know what you're talking about. How do you play bad and win? We won. All right, next conversation. No.
The worst team in the SEC,
how do we play bad?
Year in, year out? What are we talking about right now?
Trevor, I have them ranked 6 in the SEC. What do you have them ranked?
I have to go back in my notes. Where are we at? We're at 5, bro. Let's continue the list. We got to get through this. We're already 31 minutes in.
We both had them top 10, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so, I mean, how can you sit here and say...
But we both know they're not going to... We both know, and the whole world knows they're not going to finish top 10.
Top 10 what? In SEC?
In anything. SEC, AP. They're not going to finish top 10 in anything.
I think in our SEC rankings, they should.
They won't, because they're Vanderbilt, bro.
They beat Bama, though, and they also had a good game against us.
We're going to beat them. I mean, I know you don't agree with that, but...
I mean, I just don't know yet. I ain't seen enough from y'all. I ain't seen a lot
y'all
from
beat them and we beat them, goddamn what? That's almost bowl ineligibility at that point. That's like 5 losses right there. You're not going to lose 5 games to be in the top 10.
If we beat them and y'all beat them, that's almost 5 losses?
Yeah, because Missouri beat them. Fucking, they beat, somebody else beat them.
Georgia State. Or Georgia, whatever.
They're going to have another loss coming. That's 5 losses, bro.
Okay, Trevor. I don't know. I might have to put money on Vandy when they play y'all.
I'm more than welcome. You're more welcome to bet me that.
No, I think DraftKings is going to have better odds. I think they're going to be the underdog on DraftKings. So when they win, it's going to be pay out more, you know what I mean?
I hear you. My 5 is Alabama. Very impressive win against Missouri. Not because they won, but because of how they won. I mean, absolutely shut them out in Tuscaloosa. Waxed ass just like everybody does that's worth the fuck that plays Missouri. I mean, Alabama didn't let them put a point on the board. So, good job, Forrest Gump. Good job, Gumps.
Pacers are losing by 10 right now.
I think I got it. Pacers plus 20. Thank God.
5. 5. I got LSU.
I'm 6. So that's pretty good.
Who's your 4, Trevor?
You got nothing to say about that?
LSU being 5? Honestly, I think I could put Vandy above them. No, I couldn't. I don't know. Because I got Vandy and Alabama at 6 and 7. But I also feel like, I don't know. I don't know if LSU's got exposed or they've just, I don't really know. I would keep them there.
I don't trust Brian Kelly, bro.
I don't know. Because I feel like, I mean, if they had a shootout game between Alabama, which I think they will, they might lose that game. So I kind of feel weird having Alabama behind them, but I'm just going to keep them there for right now.
You're talking about Alabama and LSU?
Yeah.
They play each other, so we'll get to see.
That's what I just now said that. Anyway, 4. Who you got?
My 4, I've got Tennessee. I didn't move them. They've got a bye. I had them at 4. That's crazy. I had them at 4 last week, I'm pretty sure. Just left them at 4. They had a bye week. Much needed, if you ask me. Alabama ain't no joke. I don't give a fuck who the head coach is. They ain't no joke. So I'm glad. No, hell no.
But Vandy beat them. So I mean, I think that means Vandy ain't no joke. Continue.
Light shines on a dog's ass every now and then, brother. Light shining on y'all's heart in the SEC.
I think you're kind of getting nervous, but you just got to keep like the
not
Vandy's the worst ever mentality.
I know they are. My team's been in the SEC. Your team just come in there. I mean, I know
I've
SEC
watched
football.
SEC though.
Well,
y'all
watch
lose
it harder.
To the same teams they do, like Georgia State. You know, happens to everybody. You know what I mean?
Right not.
Y'all are really just as bad as they are. Continue.
What's their record the last 2 years? And then
I don't know. I don't keep up with Vandy.
Yeah. Nobody does. You know why? Because they're the worst team in the SEC, and y'all beat them by fucking 3. It's
actually,
trash.
I'm pretty sure me and you both had.
Anyways,
I'll just fact check there.
Well, I think the bye week where they put it at was great for Tennessee after playing Bama. Got Kentucky at home going dark. Tennessee's wearing the dark jerseys. All Tennessee fans know how that go. Looking forward to it. Nico had time to rest. O-line, D-line had time to rest. That's the only key players that really got beat up against Bama. So we'll see how they play. I got them at 4. I left them at 4 because I'm pretty sure that's where I had them last ranking, and they had a bye. So didn't really feel necessary. Didn't really feel like I needed to move them. I think 4 is pretty solid for Tennessee. Who you got at your 4?
Tennessee. Because I think they had their first, I've been saying this, but like, I think they had their first all right win. You know, some people argue Oklahoma, which that's been proved to not been a very good game for Tennessee.
Y'all didn't play the same Oklahoma team we played, but continue.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about through the whole seat, like every game they've played after y'all. I'm not just talking about our game.
That's how bad we be hurting folk. Almost their whole offense is fucking out every game right now ever since they played us.
Y'all won by 10 points. But also y'all beat.
They had all their offensive starters.
Y'all beat a ranked NC State that they shouldn't have been ranked. They shouldn't have been ranked when y'all play. I mean,
who shouldn't have been ranked?
NC State. They shouldn't have been ranked. I mean,
wow,
bro, what have they done since y'all beat them? Nothing.
I don't know. I don't keep up with them. We smoked their ass. Okay. It don't matter. So,
they shouldn't have been ranked.
It's another Vanderbilt or Texas on our schedule to us. You know what I mean?
I think what Texas ain't on your schedule.
Damn good thing for y'all.
For us.
What do you think? Get into it. Let's hear it.
I think that Alabama was their first all right win. I mean, not nothing special. The better team in Tennessee had already done it earlier on this season.
The better team that's got, 3 losses on their schedule?
They're still better, buddy.
I hear you.
Y'all lost to Arkansas. That's just as bad
Arkansas
as
is winning ball games.
I've got Arkansas one spot ahead of Mizzou on mine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Hey, you're more than welcome to bet me on that game.
What game?
Tennessee Vanderbilt. I'll give you fucking 10 points. Vanderbilt don't. We'll do to Vanderbilt what y'all couldn't. I mean, we'll blow them out at their house.
You think 10 points?
Yeah.
I'll take 10 points.
Yeah. Here it is right here. 10 points.
You're shaking my hand weird. No, redo that.
Tennessee
Vanderbilt. Quit doing that.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's seen right here on the camera. I gave Trenton 10 against Vandy. Tennessee Vandy.
There you go. And so after all that, y'all got y'all's first all right win. I think y'all are. What? Is that wild to say? Do you want me to say y'all got y'all's first elite crazy win? Y'all should be handed the natty right now?
No.
I mean, like, it's your first all right win.
You're not new enough to in the SEC. You'll learn.
I don't know why y'all keep bringing up the SEC. You beat.
Well, there's many reasons. One being we've got ways an understatement more conference or not conference national titles than the conference your team come from. That's one. That's the main fucking reason there.
I'm saying buddy. When I say y'all got y'all's first all right win, because I mean. Most people can agree the SEC ain't nothing too good this year. I mean, ain't nothing special.
Nobody agrees with you when you say that. You keep saying that. The SEC has more ranked teams on the AP poll than any other conference by far.
Okay, by far. Usually.
No, there's no usually to it. What do you mean? This is the same as every other fucking year.
No, usually they're dominant.
They're still dominant. They have more fucking ranked teams. They have
one team in the top 5 and 3 in the top 10.
You're fucking, dude, you're fucking crazy. What do you mean you're just saying?
And all of them have lost a game, except
your team comes in the SEC and you fucking start shitting on them. It's wild to me. What do you mean? There's so many good teams in the SEC this year.
They've all lost a game. Everybody's lost a game.
Everybody's lost a game. Nobody's going undefeated. And goddamn, a SEC team's still going to win the national championship. Who's surprised? Not Trevor Booth, I promise you.
I'm not either, but...
It sounds like you are. You
because we joined.
The SEC ain't that good.
Just
because your fucking team gets blown out the first fucking... real SEC opponent you play don't mean the SEC ain't that good.
How can you sit here and say 15 points was blown out? That was a 2-score game.
Because their quarterback threw 3 interceptions at home at night, and you still lost by fucking 15 points. That's how. That's horrible.
A blowout.
That's a
2-score game.
Blowout,
a 2-score game.
A 2-score game with
also I'm pretty sure
3
this is kind of a bad sound on Quinn, but he threw about the same as what's his face.
Yeah, you're not helping your case.
I'm just saying
that
argument is not very smart. We threw the same.
The IQ on that's insane.
You're like, throw as many interceptions as you can and try to win. I mean, what this ain't fucking a goofball here. We're trying to play football.
Texas wasn't.
We're still a better team than you.
Who's your 4, bro? You said Tennessee.
Yeah.
My 3, I've got Texas.
Oh wow, above Tennessee. Like, how can we sit here and compare these two like you still think that y'all are a better team than us?
We played y'all tomorrow, we'd beat the dog fuck out of y'all. It's a shame you're not on Tennessee's schedule.
If we played y'all tomorrow...
Let me run through my notes real quick. At 3, I've got Tennessee. Or Texas, I mean. I think...
you're a fucking idiot.
I might have them too high. But I do like this list. I think Texas...
This guy. I think... I might have them too high.
You gonna let me talk now?
Yeah, no, you know.
At 3, I've got Texas. I think they might.
Don't say it again. Just start where you left off.
I'm gonna edit this so I can my whole notes is heard here. Like I need you to tone it down for just a moment. At 3, I've got Texas. I think I might have them too high, but I do like my list. I think Texas will end up about 6th to 8th in the SEC. I see more losses coming after Vandy. They looked real soft. Only beating Vandy by 3 is fucking not good at all. The rest of their schedule is an SEC schedule, and that's not going to help them at all. I mean, everybody knows the SEC is the best conference in college football, and they're hard hitting. They're ruthless. So, a month and a half of SEC college football straight, you're gonna lose games. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Tennessee, Ole Miss. You're gonna lose. So yeah, I got Texas at 3. Who you got at 3?
Texas A&M. Had a good game against LSU. I think I had them.
Great game against LSU.
I think I didn't move them. I think they stayed right here, but I mean they can't pass the 2 best teams in the SEC. They're not better than the 2 best teams in the SEC. They're not better than the 2 best teams in the SEC. I think they're a pretty good team. I think they could beat anybody ranked behind them.
It's a first-year head coach we're talking about that's undefeated in the SEC right now.
What?
This is a first-year head coach we're talking about undefeated in the SEC right now.
Okay.
And you've got him above.
Tennessee.
You've got him below Texas.
Yeah.
When Texas lost an SEC game.
They haven't played Georgia yet.
It's crazy. They don't play Georgia.
Okay. They haven't played nobody yet. They played LSU. Wow, LSU fucking sucks anyway. I mean, okay. They're ranked 5 on my SEC list, and they suck. That's my point exactly. On 16 through 8, all suck. Everybody sucks. Alabama they kind of suck too because they lost to Vandy. Vandy, according to you, they suck too, and they were my 6. LSU sucks. Everybody knows that. So I've got from 16 to 6. All of them teams just are not that good. The SEC's got 4 actual good teams this year. Tennessee, Texas A&M, Texas, and Georgia. Everybody else sucks, really. I mean, we've got some mediocre like Alabama and Vandy and LSU.
I like that.
Everybody else sucks.
A lot of those teams play each other, so I mean, we really get to weed out. You know what I mean? Like Texas plays A&M, Tennessee plays Georgia.
Tennessee plays Vandy.
Texas and Georgia.
I cannot wait for that game.
That's not going to be a game, bro.
I cannot wait for that.
I can't either. Like, just to show you. You see what we did to them last year and the year before? I think 2 years ago with Joe Milton, who doesn't know how to play football. We beat them 55-0.
Bro, why do you keep bringing up?
I mean, I'm just showing you what happened years back. That was in Vanderbilt, too. Like, I mean, that's a home game.
I mean, I thought we was going to be Georgia. You see what happened the time we played them before that? We beat them.
Your mind thought press ain't real correct,
That's exactly what you're using. Well, you see how we did them last time we played them?
Yeah, but we play them all the time. Y'all don't.
God, you know what I mean? Dude.
Y'all are in the SEC now. You will play them all the time.
How do you come up with all these like off-the-wall ass excuses? Like, I mean, they're just straight out.
There's not any excuses.
Yeah, but we play them. No, but we play. Yeah, but we play. Yeah, but they play. You know, but they.
It makes total sense.
They got better doctors, so
they, this is y'all's first year.
They heal faster.
This is y'all's first year in the SEC. You know, you're not real incoherent in everything that goes on. I am. You know what I mean? So, obviously, we're gonna have mixed opinions. I mean, I know what happens when certain teams play certain teams. This is y'all's first year playing these certain teams. My teams have been playing them for a century.
I will just say, I love how you keep saying this is our first year in the SEC, like we're doing horrible right now, and
nobody said that.
No. You say it all the time. You're like, oh, this is your first year in the SEC, and you're gonna get roughed up and beat up, and you know.
You are. The season ain't over,
bro.
Do you think you're gonna go undefeated the rest of the season?
I know we are, and I also know y'all might lose 2 more games. Y'all are losing to Georgia, and y'all might lose to Vandy.
I can't believe you keep saying we're going to lose to Vandy. That's fucking crazy. Georgia's a toss-up, 50-50. And that's the only game we may lose the rest of the season. We're not going to lose. If we do lose the game,
it's a toss-up, 50-50.
Yeah, Vandy's garbage, bro. They're not good.
I'm saying I don't think the Georgia's a toss-up, 50-50. That's debatable, I guess.
I think it is.
Well, you think a lot of things that most people don't think.
You don't think we could lose that?
No, I think you have a way more higher chance of losing that than 50%.
I'm not disagreeing.
You're in like the 75-80%.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. Not because Texas lost to them by double-digit points at home. That's not why. Y'all are fucking. Y'all are soft.
What are we?
But we're gonna beat Vandy by triple what y'all beat them by. That's all I'm saying.
Trevor, how are we soft if we come in here and we are consistently staying top 3 at your beloved SEC conference, and we consistently stay top 3?
We can talk about that all you want because you're consistently stayed top 3 because your 4 fucking games, non-con games, you play them all first. That's why. You ain't played You've played the least amount of SEC games than any other SEC team so far.
That's good.
That's how. If you're asking
you know
how,
what they
that's
say.
how.
You say the best for last.
And you're gonna find out what the fucking best is. At my two,
Not the teams we play, like the Kentucky, Florida, Arkansas, and Texas A&M. Them are not the best. Them are not the best, and they're not going to do nothing.
Texas A&M's undefeated in the SEC right now.
They're not a good team. I mean, they're a good team, but like they're not Texas level. They're not Georgia level.
We'll come back to that when y'all play them.
Okay. And we'll come back to this
Vandy
shit when y'all play them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. I can't wait.
At my two, I've got Georgia. Georgia's on the bye. They've got a big slate of games coming up. They've got to go to the cocktail party in Jacksonville. They play at the Jag Stadium versus Florida. They've got to they get to host Tennessee, and then they've got Ole Miss at Ole Miss. So Georgia, do not sleep on Florida. They're playing very confident football right now, without a doubt. If Georgia can win out those three slated games, they're going to beat UMass and Georgia Tech, no problem.
Pacers are losing by 12.
I don't give a fuck about that. If Georgia can win that slate of games, they're in the SEC championship. They're in the playoffs without a doubt. It's a hard slate, though. I mean, you're talking about 3 top 5 SEC teams. You've got back to back to back, and 2 of them's on the road, right?
Who are we talking about right now? Oh, Georgia?
Well, one of them's on the road, and one of them's neutral site, one of them's home. So don't sleep on Florida, Georgia, because it seems like they've woken up.
That's two about Texas.
At number one, I've got Texas A&M. I mean, absolute dominant performance against LSU. Mike Elko has seemed to really bring that team together offensively and defensively after their first loss against Notre Dame. Undefeated in the SEC, and they could very well go undefeated in the SEC if you look at the rest of their games. I don't think that's crazy to say. That is my SEC power rankings.
I think that is kind of crazy because they have Texas.
Yeah, they got Texas at home. Texas beat Vandy by a field goal. It's not crazy at all to say.
How?
Vandy's not good.
Okay. Texas A&M is not good. You're giving them way too much credit.
Undefeated in the SEC.
Look at the teams they played, though. Look at the teams we've played. Look at the team they've played.
Any team y'all played worth the fuck, you've either lost or barely beat. So,
hey,
I think they're going to smoke your fucking ass.
How do we play bad when we win? You know what I'm talking about? You remember that quote you just said about 20 minutes ago? Anyway, one I've got Georgia.
Our 1 or 2 is swapped in the booth with Mr. Booth and Trent. I knew it would get controversial. It's going to continue to get that way throughout the season.
This is a 51